oh, I love that bag. Do you not think you should buy that bag as well? What now? Sorry? You were with me 5 minutes ago. You were with me. You encouraged this. And now you're telling me that I should buy a BB Capucines. Have you done the math? Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been thinking recently that I have too many designer luxury handbags. And when I was thinking about that, it then reminded me that there were so many other bags last year in 2023 that I decided that I absolutely loved and I absolutely wanted and needed being a very strange word to use in these circumstances, but I loved these bags so much that I was this close to buying them. And all 9 of them, there's 9 that I nearly bought on top of these. And I'm really glad I didn't buy any one of these. It was totally caught up in the moment or just loved the colour or something. And I'm going to tell you what the 9 bags are and why I'm glad I didn't buy these. And the first has to be the Louis Vuitton Christmas animation. I was this close to buying the Nano Speedy just because it had Vivienne on it. I love Vivienne. If you've been around here, I know she's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love Vivienne. I think she's so cute. And I was so close to buying the Nano Speedy from the Christmas animation release from Louis Vuitton in 2023 just because it was a cute little Nano Speedy with Vivienne on it. That's a lot of money for a cute little bag just because it has Vivienne on it. Buy a picture, put a picture on the wall, look at the picture. No, I was going to buy the Nano Speedy just because Vivienne was on it, and I was very caught up in the moment, and it was definitely FOMO. It was fear of missing out and regretting not buying a piece of the Christmas animation. It was caught up in the hype of the Christmas animation being released, and it was also just getting caught up in how cute Vivienne is and how much I really love Vivienne. So of course I wanted to buy the bag that had Vivienne on the bag. And I'm so glad I didn't buy that bag. If I had bought that bag, I am pretty certain I still wouldn't have used that bag. I'm pretty certain it would be sitting on my shelf looking pretty and I would like looking at the Vivienne picture, but I wouldn't actually love the bag or use the bag. And that's number 1 of the bags that I'm really glad that I didn't buy, even though I loved it and came so close to buying it. And number 2 is the Gucci pink box bag. I nearly went back to the shop to get this. When I did a shopping vlog in flannels before Christmas, they had an event on and it was a fabulous discount, 20% off, and it included Gucci and other brands. I bought a Gucci scarf in that and I bought Axel Arigato trainers, which I love, wear those trainers to death. But I really wanted to buy this cute little pink Gucci box bag that you could wear crossbody. It's a stunning bag, beautifully stunning bag. I wanted to buy it because I really liked that it was pink. Shock. I really liked that it was hard. It was like a box bag, a bit like a petite malle, the hard shape of it. I actually really like in those bags, and it sat really well crossbody. Do I need another pink bag? No, I don't. I do not. If I am going to buy another pink bag, it needs to be spectacular with the amount of pink bags that I have. It's not something there's a shortage of around here. But I was going to buy this because you could take the chain off it and you could hold it handheld, and it was so cute. And I had pictures of me in my fantasy life that I've talked about before on this channel. In my fantasy life where I would carry this bag and wear this bag. In reality, this bag was going to get very little use because I already have 3 petite malles up there. And to wear this cute little Gucci bag would have been the same type of occasion as these, and it would have been competing with those. And we know I love those. And there's a bright pink one. And this was a paler pink. Pale pink, despite the jumper I'm wearing. Pale pink in bags is not my favourite. It's a stronger pink. And it was beautiful, but I wanted it because I loved the look of it. And I just fell in love with it. But I'm really glad I didn't buy it because I wouldn't be using it. And I would be feeling a bit guilty about it being here because it was expensive. And it's one that very nearly, as I said, left the shop and was about to turn around and go back to the shop to get this as well. And I'm really glad that I didn't. I think it would have been a waste of money despite the fact that I think it was beautiful. Number 3 is a Louis Vuitton Capucines in the BB in a beautiful emerald green colour. Now, I've talked about on this channel before that I have one BB size Capucines. You can see it down in the very corner. It's the Arty Capucines from Louis Vuitton. This is the one I have. If I stop being lazy and get off my seat and show it to you. This is a Capucines in the BB size. This is the bigger size. This is the mini. Stop being lazy, Amelia. This is the mini size. I have 3 of these now. 3! Yes, you heard me correctly. You can see one down there that's never been used yet with the enamel handle. Can't speak. You can see the black one and this one. This is the mini. The mini is my preferred size because it's so darn cute and I love the look of it and I think it's very, very beautiful. It's awkward, it's annoying, and you've asked me to do a very honest and frank review of that, and I will. Awkward and annoying, but I love it and beautiful. This one, not as annoying, but bigger. I do not love bigger bags all the time. I prefer smaller versions and a few bigger bags to use whenever the occasion calls for it. This one, as I said, not as awkward to use. There's more space. It's easier to get in and out of. But I don't need another Capucines BB. It's quite a formal bag. I use it for certain occasions. I hand carry it. This does have a crossbody strap, which I've never used, even though the strap gave me comfort when I bought it. And this one I just think's fab, because I love the art on this. I think it's beautiful. The BB in the emerald green was a stunning, stunning colour. And we were in Milan. I was with my husband. We had bought off my seat again, we had bought the Dior mini in the sequenced in Milan. Beautiful. Love it. The tiger on this, just absolutely stunning. But this bag wasn't cheap. Shh, spoiler alert. This bag was very, very expensive. Very expensive. Love it. No regrets. But we went from Dior to Louis Vuitton because I can't not go to Louis Vuitton. It's like a homing beacon calls me into the store and I have to go and visit. And they had an emerald green version of this in the bigger size. Beautiful colour. Beautiful, beautiful colour. I was drawn to the colour. It was a little bit like the jacket on my doll, and I love her. And really beautiful, but not that tempted to buy the bag, if I'm honest. Then my husband said to me, oh, I love that bag. Do you not think you should buy that bag as well? What? What now? Sorry? You were with me 5 minutes ago. You were with me. You encouraged this. And now you're telling me that I should buy a BB Capucines. Have you done the math? And he was saying, oh, that bag's stunning. I really love that bag. It's beautiful. And I don't know about you. I don't listen to his opinion when he doesn't like things. Very, very rarely. He has to really, really, really go on about it for it to even bounce in my head. Like, he hates my Loewe jeans and I live in them. So I don't take his opinion on board that much if he doesn't like things, if I love it. But see, when he does like something, I think when he mentioned this in the video, when he does like something, and he is saying, oh yes, I really like that. There's something about his validation, probably because he's not a luxury lover, probably because he doesn't get most of this, that when he says, I love that, I think you should buy it, I think I should buy it. And I've bought things before, kept things before because he's loved them and I maybe haven't. And that's not right. We're not going to go down that train, but it's not right. But because he was saying, I love that, should you not get that too, it's beautiful, I came this close to buying that bag because he was telling me to buy it. Don't need another one. Wouldn't have used it that much. Very formal, beautiful, but such an amount of money. And I'm so glad that at the moment in the shop, I didn't get caught up in his encouragement and his love for the bag to make me buy it, because it's a huge amount of money and they don't hold their money, especially this one probably would a bit more because it's a limited edition, but normal Capucines BB do not hold their money. So I'm really glad that I didn't buy it and I think it would have been an absolute waste of money. Number 4 is one that I went back and forth and danced the merry dance with. It is the Fendi mini baguette in the black and white from the Marc Jacobs collection. The bag I have paid no heed to when I saw it on the website, on the internet, no interest. Then we went to London, bought the Meredith bag, which is, I can get this one without having to move, I'm being lazy today, which is this one, the pink Fendi sequenced bag baguette. I have the purple up there, which is the deal. This is the Meredith. Bought this in London, absolutely love this bag, no regrets, love, love, love. But then came across the black and white mini, and I do foresee there being a Fendi mini baguette in my future. Just putting that out there. Black and white one I really, really loved. Also really love the black and white Alma, the new one from Louis Vuitton, but was very tempted to buy the black and white. I suppose tempted more because the price point, as per luxury price points at the time, it was £1,550, is not as substantial as buying, say, the Alma or something a lot more expensive. I did love it, the black and the white, but there was something that was saying maybe not this one, but I kept pushing that aside and thinking I love this. I must have put that bag on 50 million times and strutted around Fendi, who were so patient with us, because I really, really liked it. But there was, maybe because it's white, I don't wear a lot of white bags. I don't know what it was. There was something in my head that was kind of telling me not to buy it. But that was almost getting overruled by how many times I put it on and couldn't take it off. But I had spent that bag. I also bought the strap, the Fendi strap, which is on the Dior over there. Loved it. Bought something else, Dior trainers. And was kind of trying to be a bit more sensible and intentional with my spending. And that's why I didn't buy that as well as the baguette. Really glad that I didn't. Because I came home and kind of forgot about the bag quite quickly. Not the mini baguette, but that version of it. Didn't forget about the Alma, but forgot about that version of the mini baguette quite quickly. And that tells me that it would have been a mistake to buy it. It would have been buying something caught up in all of the excitement and probably would have been on these shelves and not getting that much use, I don't think. And number 5 is, oh my goodness, the Louis Vuitton Capucines that I saw in Dublin. They had an event on in Dublin. There's 2 bags, 5 and 6. 5 is the Capucines, which had like a mermaid's scale. It was all beautifully, it was stunning. And 6 is the jewel encrusted, looked like diamond, obviously it wasn't, but it looked like diamond, heavy silver petite malle. Love the petite malle. Love the mini Capucines. 3 of those. Love them. Very, very expensive bags. Was very tempted in Dublin to buy them. I was very caught up in the moment. They were beautiful versions of the bags. Very bejeweled, very in your face, very spectacular. Certainly one-offs. Not something you're going to see a huge amount of. Loved them. Very expensive though. And was getting caught up in the moment in the store, was having a great time. My mum was with me. I'd bought my mum a bag for her 70th. There was a fabulous atmosphere in the store. I had let Anita know that I was coming down to get my mum a bag for her birthday. They made it an event for her. My mum is not a luxury shopper. I didn't even think she would take to it or enjoy it the way she did, but Louis Vuitton had made it beautiful. A lovely afternoon, so welcoming. They were all aware what was going on. It was just, the atmosphere was fabulous. And I definitely got caught up in it and got caught up in the beautiful pieces. They were having an event, they were in for those, and I very nearly bought the Capucines and or the Petite Malle. I'm really glad I didn't, because they wouldn't have been used. They would have added to this collection. Beautiful to show you guys, beautiful to sit in these shelves, stunning examples of the bags, but I wouldn't have used them, and they would have been collector pieces, and that's great if you're buying for that purpose. If you're buying as a collector, Meredith as a collector, doesn't matter if bags that she loves doesn't get used or used that much. I wasn't buying as a collector, I was buying to add to my collection, but of bags that I use, and I know I wouldn't have used them, and they were very expensive, and I know I would have been buying them because I got caught up in that moment, and I'm really glad that for once I had the strength to stand up to the buzz really in my own self and in my own atmosphere and not buy those bags, because I think they would have been mistakes. The next one is a Louis Vuitton bag again. It's the crossbody bag that Dior has, and I put out a video previously on 2 bags that Louis Vuitton had released that I was really surprised that I was in love with, and one of them was the hobo bag, the other was this crossbody bag that Dior has, and Dior wears it in the black empreinte leather crossbody with her work clothes. And that's where the idea came to me. Stole it from Dale. And I thought for work, crossbody, laptop, agenda, everything in it, with my suits, it would have looked fabulous. And I could see it almost like a messenger bag, briefcase style to wear with all of my work stuff in it. And I was so close to ordering this bag and just, yeah, it was going to be fabulous. It was going to be I was actually going to use something else but the Neverfull to carry all of my stuff. And this is when I decided I was going to get it, went to the store and actually tried it on. I had been going to order it before that. I'm so glad I didn't, because when I tried it on, it's so big, and I'm 5'1", and since I've lost weight, I've still a bit of weight to lose, but I'm not overly big in stature with my 5'1" height. And when I put this bag on crossbody, as soon as I asked for it, Anita went, no. Oh no, but I want to see it. I think it'll work. Work bag, laptop, tell you the story. Follow me down the train, Anita. Anita went, no. I'll show you it, but this bag's going to drown you. It's not going to work. And when I tried it on, it really didn't work on me. It was massive. And the size of it, the crossbody size of it, just completely swamped me. I looked lost behind it. Great idea if they had a middle size for me, for what I wanted it for. But it was far too big and it really didn't look right. And I'm really glad that I didn't go ahead and order that bag. That's when I then decided to keep the Louis Vuitton Neverfull with laptops and everything in, and then to get a black crossbody bag off my seat again. This one, the Atelier Auguste bag that is black leather with the gold clasp. So this now goes crossbody with my suits, with my essentials, phone, wallet, card holder, lip gloss, that sort of thing, headphones. And then the Neverfull has all of my work stuff in it. And that's working for me. Still, that's working. And it's working better than the bigger crossbody bag that I was so close to getting would have worked. I think that would have been quite a big mistake. And number 9... I have to get off my seat again. Number 9 comes from the Chanel LA collection. This is the bag that I did buy from that collection. This is the bag I pre-ordered. I loved this the moment I saw it. It's gaudy, it's tacky, it's in your face, it's got Chanel and Cambon all over it, it's sequenced, it's colours, I love it. I think it's beautiful and it's fabulous. That is the bag I pre-ordered from the runway show and waited 6 months on. 6 whole months. Love that bag. But when I was in Manchester with my husband in December, we went into Chanel. It was actually one of the trips that I was getting close to needing a break. This is when I did take a full break from social media at the start of January. I went on holiday with my friend. I didn't pre-record any content. I wasn't on YouTube at all. I wasn't on Instagram. I needed a circuit breaker, as Dale described it, and I think that was the perfect description. I needed that break. I should have known that was coming, because when I was in Manchester with my husband in December, I had no interest. We went into Chanel, took a quick look, went into Louis Vuitton, Dior, literally walked around the outskirts and then walked out. I didn't vlog, I didn't really try much on, I just wasn't interested. And I should have known at that point, you're getting close to burnout, my dear, you need a break. But I didn't really be switched on enough to get that at the time. Did get it in January, but when we were there, the one bag I did try on in Chanel was the Chanel Vanity. And it had on it the charms. The reason I really wanted this and nearly bought it, this sounds idiotic as I tell you this story, nearly bought it because it had the roller boot charm on it. I am a child of the 80s. I loved to roller boot and then I graduated into roller blades. I had both. I loved them. My friends and I used to think we were fabulous. And I nearly bought this because of the charms. Tried it on. Vanity shape doesn't work for me. I've talked about that quite a lot. Didn't think it sat at the right length. Very expensive still because it's Chanel, but all because it had the roller bit charm. They did show me the roller bit badge. The badge was nowhere near as good as the charm that was on the bag, so I kept going back to the bag, only buying it because it had that charm. I hear that out loud, it's ridiculous. Thankfully, I caught on to my senses and did not buy that, because that would have been a huge waste of money. And number 9 is another Chanel bag. This is the bag that I told you all that I was obsessed with, and I was obsessed with it. It is the Shearling Chanel pop art bag from the Karl Lagerfeld collection. I think it was the supermarket collection. Cool, cool bag. Love this bag. One of you guys bought this bag. We were talking about it and I'm so happy you have it. It's fabulous. But I'm glad I didn't buy it, because this bag is the size of the pink jumbo denim bag that Meredith now has. Just doesn't work for me, the size. I don't really wear bags on my shoulder enough, and when I wore that bag crossbody on my frame, it just looked too big. And because I'm 5'1", I'm small, and it looked too big. Now, to anybody else looking at it, they probably didn't think it looked too big, but to me it did. And that's really all that matters. and I just didn't think it worked, and I am fairly certain that I would have bought the pop art bag even though it's cool. It's cool. And Deb was saying to me when I was going, I want to buy this. What do you think? What do you think? And I was messaging her going, what do you think? What do you think? Wanting her to come back and go, yeah, do it, do it, do it. And then I would have had validation and encouragement. But instead she came back and said, I think it's going to be like the pink denim bag, and I think you're going to get it and you're not going to use it. When did you get all sad sensible all of a sudden? Yeah, okay. All right, but she was right. She was absolutely right. It wouldn't have worked, and it was very expensive because it's quite a hard to find bag, but I think it would have been a waste, and I think it would have been sitting over there looking cool, and I'd have enjoyed it, but I don't think I'd have used it, and that's not what I was wanting it for. So that's another bag that I am really glad that I didn't buy in 2023. Thank you so much for watching this. These are the 9 bags in 2023. I'm sure there's more, if I sat down and thought about it, that I came very close to buying and loved and needed. But when I took a tiny little pause and a step back and didn't buy the bag, I'm actually really glad I didn't, and I think it would have been a mistake and a waste of money and a regret. I'm hoping this is growth and I'm learning to pause and not buy everything that I see and I love. I'll never completely get over that, but I'm hoping I'm getting better. These, I think, would have been huge mistakes and regrets. Let me know what you think of these bags. Do you think they would have been regrets? Do you think I did the right thing not buying them? And do you think I should have? Let me know in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching this. If you have enjoyed it in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.